That might be hard.
Boom, boom, boom. March the 7th, we are doing big things. Glam Squad, I am super duper duper excited. This week we have an amazing special guest for our team call. But before I let her say anything, I had a few things that I wanted to go over for as part of like our weekly team call. And then I'm going to let her leave you on like the, you know, like I'm the opening act and she's the closer. So that's how we're going to roll. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. We mentioned, you guys know at this point, I'm running for purple. I've got Rachel running for green. We've got Amber and Sherry all kind of pushing for green. There's a lot of amazing things happening. Leslie's pushing for blue. Everybody's doing something amazing, okay? There's a lot of excitement happening in this team right now. But every business has problems. There's not a business out there that doesn't go through something. So what I've heard this week are things like my orders were delayed, or things are back ordered, or my customer's order won't go through and it's giving her an error message, or an order showed up incorrect, or, you know, insert issue, insert issue, insert issue. And this is how I wanted to talk to you guys about it. Have you ever played the game Tetris before? You know, the block game where the blocks fall down and you got to organize them along the bottom so that the blocks can disappear. This business is a lot like a game of Tetris. And every time you have an obstacle, a block falling down, you have to learn how to handle it. You have to learn how to move it around. You can't stress out because time's going to run out. Right? You have to be able to manage that situation. And just like in the game of Tetris, some of you are still on level 1. Some of you are still fielding softball-sized problems, right? Easy things like a customer's order didn't go through. Okay, well, we can handle that. There's no reason to get upset about it. There's no reason to lose your peace of mind over it. It's just an obstacle that you're going to be able to get through. And the reason why I wanted to talk to you about that is because if these kind of problems are getting you into a tizzy, you are not going to be ready to go to the next level. You have to be able to handle these things and come from a solution mindset. How do I address this? How do I fix it? Okay, challenge accepted, hurdle accepted. I see you, little Tetris box. Let me figure out how to turn you, flip you, shape you so that you fit into my business properly so I can keep it moving on to the next level, okay? I promise you that the hurdles you're facing right now are going to feel super duper easy at your next level. When you get to blue status, you're going to look back at the problems you had when you were pink status and they're not even going to phase you anymore. When you get to green status, you're going to look back at the problems you faced at pink and blue and they're not even going to phase you anymore because the problems only get harder the higher up in levels you get, and they come faster because your team is bigger, because your friends list is bigger, your customer base is bigger. So you've got a lot more things coming at you a lot faster. You need to be able to know with a peace of mind that you can handle it, that you can figure it out, that you can create the solutions for that problem, right? Once we become solution makers, the problems don't feel so challenging. And I want you to take this with you. I want you to think, when I have a problem, because I have problems all the time. It's fine, we all have them. But when I have problems, I think to myself, is this my level? Is this all I can take? And not like, oh, is this all I can take? Like I'm pondering it, but almost indignant, like, is this all I got? Is this all I can handle? Is this my level? No is always the answer. No, this isn't my level. This is just the hurdle I have to learn how to get over so that I can get to the next level. And then what can I do? Then I've learned how to get over this hurdle, this hurdle, this hurdle. I can look back to my team and say, this is how you get over that hurdle. And this is how you get over that hurdle. And this is how you get over that hurdle. Okay? We are not looking for obstacles here. We are looking for solutions. And that's what leadership is, that's what growth is, and that's how you guys all get to that next level. So when you're feeling frustrated in your business because products are back ordered, hell, products have been back ordered many times before. This is not the first or the last time it's going to happen. So there's no need to get your panties in a bunch over it. We're going to keep pushing anyway. We're going to keep selling anyway. We're going to keep working our business anyway. All right. So just every time you start to feel frustrated because something's not working just right in this business, it's one of those Tetris blocks. You just got to flip it a couple of times. Look at it from some different angles. Bounce it off some Y sisters. How do you fix it? How do you create a solution around that? And then run with it. All right. And that's how you're going to start clearing those levels and ranking up. All right. So I wanted to just start there. And now I want to talk about this great thing that we just announced in the team today, the party, the makeup class that is running at the end of March. It's a 3-day event that I want you to invite all of your customers who have already ordered the kudos. They're going to get spoiled. They're going to have 3 days of lessons from me, Holly, and Amber on how to apply the kudos, how to use the stick as contour, and we're giving away a collection on day 3, and I'm going to do a live on how to use the collection, which is the Wink and Roar collection. So this is a way to spoil your customers that are supporting your business. It's a way for you to reach out to customers that are already on the fence and say, hey, we've got this amazing makeup class coming up. It's an invite only. All you have to do is get the makeup you need to take the class. Okay, and then it also gives you a reason to reach out to potential customers. I posted that graphic on my wall, the same one I shared in the group. I've had 20 people say that they wanted to be in the class. That's 20 new people that I was able to message about ordering the kudos. Will all of them buy it? Probably not, but what if half do? If half of those 20, if I just sold 10 kudos from this class, is it worth it? Yes. And this is a team collective initiative. Everybody, we're going to put all of our customers into this event, and we're going to just spoil the hell out of them for 3 days. We've got 3 giveaways, including an entire collection. All right. They're just going to feel so freaking special. They're never going to want to buy from anybody else. All right. Because you did that for them, because you showed them how to use the products that they bought from you, and you empowered them to feel confident with the makeup that they have now. And they had a chance to win some good things. Okay. So I'm super excited about that makeup class. The classes are going to run Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, March 24th through the 26th. Your customers have to have purchased their kudos by March 15th so that it arrives in time for them to participate in the training. All right, everybody understand how that's going to work? Mm-hmm. Good. I ran through that so freaking fast. I wanted to make sure you guys knew everything I had, but I didn't want to take up the whole meeting because we got the big dog in the house, the one, the only, Jennifer Hagenmeyer.
Behave. Well, first of all, Marie, you're freaking amazing and a rock star. Always have been, always will be. You guys are very fortunate to have her as a leader. She truly loves and cares about each and every single one of you guys having success. And that's what true leadership looks like. So you're blessed. Amber, Shell, your lighting is freaking amazeballs. So I just want to throw that out there right now while I'm watching you eat whatever you're eating, making me all hungry over here. Okay. So, kind of to piggyback off of what Marie just said, which is just, really what it came down to is mindset. And I'm not going to get too far into speaking about mindset. But honestly, at the end of the day, guys, you can have all the momentum that we currently have right now, and you can have all the formulas, and you can have all the things to plug into. But if you are not, nourishing your mind, as Marie said, and becoming a problem solver, okay, and training yourself to be a leader, because leaders start at yellow status, entry-level statuses, you guys. So consider yourself a leader no matter where you are in your journey, and start to kind of run your business as a Black status presenter even before you are that person. A Black status presenter looks like somebody that's consistent. A Black status presenter is somebody that doesn't complain when there are back orders, and we just go with the flow. And we understand that the momentum that is here right now is something to take advantage of. And honestly, at the end of the day, those of you guys that have teams, however you decide to take on, whether it is a back order or it's anything that there's worth complaining about, whatever you decide, however you decide. What? I know I'm talking now, so I'll be back in a minute. I talk and then he wants to come. However you decide to kind of like handle the situations that are thrown your way is how your team is going to handle that. Is how your customers are going to handle it. You will never find me ever complaining, not with my leaders, not with my upline, not with my downline, whenever there is anything. We just become problem solvers, you guys. Some of the foundations, they're on back order, right? So what do? We don't even, talk about the fact that they're on back order. We focus on what we do have. That's what we do time and time again. As Marie was saying, there's plenty of different times when we've had things on back order, and I'm not sure if anybody's even complaining about that here on this team, because I'm not aware of that. If you guys are, people know not to normally even come complain to me about anything, because I literally won't even address it. So if there is complaining about it, understand that we're all aware of the situation and we're all affected by the situation, you guys. I would love to have those foundations here. I would love to, be able to get my customers what they want. But because I can't, I find solutions on how to do it. I focus on the Flawless 4 and adding a BB cream. That's what I'm doing. It's right back down to the Jenny Lee concoction, which is what I use. So that's just, that's just grooming yourself for becoming a problem solver. And it all stems from, mentally preparing yourself to know that this is just part of the game. Like she was saying, with the different boxes, there's good seasons, there is slow seasons, there are seasons when momentum is handed to you. Like right now, you guys, we are in a hot time. We are on fire. We are in our second phase of massive momentum. Okay. 4 years ago, we felt this. It's back. Eric Worre is here. There's $8,000 worth of free training in your back office. There are numerous things for you guys to plug into. And I'm not going to go too far into like what Marie said, as far as breaking the formulas, you guys. I talk a lot of times about the success in this business being, black being the formulas, black being the formulas, how many kudos and how's this and how you're going to strategically plan out your month, which is, it's necessary. And then there's like a white point of your business, which is kind of the creativity, and it's kind of like your personality and your brand. And it's literally, and it's how you handle things, your perspective and your mentality. That's the white stuff. Combining those, you get a gray formula for success, you guys. So I want you to hone in on, kind of who you want to be in this business. We've already got the black. We've got the products. We've got the momentum. We've got everything that we need. What we need to work on is the white and how we handle the things that go wrong and putting those two things together. Okay. There's, numerous different things that you can do to kind of key in on what you want your business to look like. That's going to help you get those sales. If you're struggling with sales or you're struggling with sponsoring, think about that formula. Think about that gray and conditioning your business to create, the black is like showing the products and doing the selfies and listing the items, and the white is kind of like, all those things that we do in between, you guys. If you're not posting about other things than unique, then you're missing the mark. Because people don't buy products to just support you or to support the company. They do it to support you. So if I don't really know who you are when I go to your main wall, if I don't see that you're running a business and there's other things that you're doing, I'm not even going to be worried about if you're selling a kudos or not, right? If you're not showing that you're utilizing these products, I'm not even going to worry about investing my time and my energy and my money into you, because you're not doing that either. Okay, so I feel like in this business, success comes from self-reflection a lot of times. And, I feel like this is like a tough love thing. I don't know how we got here, but, taking inventory of like what you're doing before you count yourself out. There's like 5 different things that you could strategically do. If your leader comes to you and asks you, are you doing your lives? And you say no, before you count yourself out, do the lives. If your leader says, have you tried live links? And you say no, and you want to count yourself out, then do the live links. If she says to you, have you done the Eric Worre training? And you say no, don't count yourself out before you do all of these things. My biggest one of my biggest, tips in success is to be coachable, is to be resourceful, is to be a problem solver, and is to create action where otherwise there would not be action. And that's when you keep hearing this word influencer thrown around. Everybody wants to be an influencer, guys. All an influencer really is somebody that has the ability to inspire people into what they're doing and what they're selling. You know what I'm saying? We're not selling anything, we're sharing. But that's all an influencer is, you guys. Think of yourself as a up and coming influencer. And if you're considering yourself an influencer, it's just merely take a third party perspective of yourself and look at your wall, look at what you're doing and think, would I follow you? Would I be inspired by you? Would I consider you to be invested in your business? Would I consider you to be, negative in your business? Would I consider you to be consistent in your business? If you can say yes to all of those things, then you're on your way to becoming an influencer, which is what we want to be. An influencer, in my mind, is an elite status presenter. If you're elite status, you've already gained that influence that you need. You've already gotten the ability to get people to, support you and be with you and buy into what exactly this is, which is an opportunity to literally change your freaking life, you guys. We've got this awesome, products that have come out. We've got, an amazing compensation plan. We've got incentives. We've got, the Eric Worre coming in and doing this training that is just absolutely, it's mind blowing, you guys. I start watching those videos and I think that's GoPro that I was physically in and I spent $2,000 to go and be at is in your back office for free, you guys. That book, GoPro, that we read, the OGs 4 years ago, it is the Holy Grail Bible. If you guys do not have the GoPro book, which I actually had to order a second copy of the GoPro. It's literally a breakdown of exactly what you need to do in your business, from presenting the opportunity, from selling, from creating your story, from becoming an influencer. Like, it's word for word, exactly what you can do to have success in this business. Every time you hit a wall, he's got the breakdown in it. It's like incredible. Like, I sat there reading it with my sister when we came back from Texas and the Texas Elite training, which was a couple weeks ago, and it was verbatim exactly what he said in that book. And that book is I don't even know how old that book is, but the point of how old that book is and that it's still working is that don't recreate the wheel, you guys. All that's in that formula is consistency, finding your story, learning how to present, and closing the deal, really, is all that it is. And, for those of you guys that I feel like mostly when I hear questions of, and I'm going to actually ask a question before I continue on, because I want to hear what it is that you guys collectively seem to be struggling with, just so that I can kind of provide value where you guys actually really need it. Because Marie, honestly, she's amazing, and she comes forward with a lot of things that, take the words right out of my mouth. So as far as me coming through and being of assistance to you guys, I'd love to hear some feedback on where you are. And I'm going to choose, can you guys raise your hand if somebody actually wants to give a question, has a question? If not, I'm just going to call somebody. I am. Okay, Amanda, I'm going to unmute you. Or can you unmute? Can I unmute her? You unmute her?
I unmuted her.
Okay.
Sorry, my son was saying hi to everybody 900 times. My thing is like my family and friends have been buying from me, and now I'm kind of like, I've worn that out, and I'm just like, I'm really struggling getting like new customers, basically, is my struggle right now.
I got a good, go ahead.
And like, I have one girl that keeps asking me like 900 million questions about different products and stuff like that, but every time I tell her like a price, she's like, oh my God, that's so expensive. But she keeps coming back and asking questions and more questions.
Yeah, because she's watching you, and if you're being consistent, you're planting those seeds over and over again. And honestly, mentally, people need to see things a duration of time before they say, I just can't take it anymore and I need it. And they believe what you're saying. See, a lot of people quit right before they're about to buy in. Have you ever seen that little picture, that little, one guy is sitting there and he's mining away and he stops when he's this close to hitting the diamonds, and the other guy just knocks it out one more time and he hits those diamonds. That's all that's happening right there. She's testing the waters. She's watching, trust me. And if you get into a funk, which is totally normal, we all get into these places where we're like, ooh, this may not be for me, or I'm kind of getting worn out, I'm kind of getting tired, I'm not getting paid for the amount of time and energy that I'm putting into this business. Man, it kind of hurts. The rejection isn't worth the potential payout, because we don't believe that there is a payout a lot of times, because we self-sabotage as women and we second guess our capabilities. And then on the other respect, not only do we do that, we don't find ourselves worthy. For whatever reason, somebody got into our mind and said, you can't do it. You can't do it. And you thought to yourself, maybe I can't. So when you get in those funks, that goes right back to that mentality, you guys. This is so important. I feel like 99% of this business is mentality. It's being able to pull yourself out of the gutter when you go there. And you will do it numerous times, multiple times, even sometimes every single day in your business. But if you're feeding yourself with the personal development and plugging in and surrounding yourself with the energy, get yourself to the events. You know what events do? Convention, to the training that I'm hosting in June, to Cassie's training that she had last week, to Jen Harris's training that she's having in 2 weeks, to whatever trainings and Lisa Sprangler's doing one in July. There's a million trainings. Those buy time. Eric Worre, again, right back to his book. Every event buys time for you and for your team. If you could say to yourself, I'll give it 90 more days. You bought yourself time. Okay, 90 more days. You just say to your team and you say to yourself, okay, I'm just going to make it till convention. I'm just going to make it until the kudos come out in November. I'm just going to make it. You just keep buying yourself time, because in order to have influence, you need time. You need time, because people just don't believe overnight that you're really bought into what it is that you're selling. They're waiting. They're doing that little thing where I hear she's going to end. This is the month where she's going to miss her promotion to pink status, and she's going to call it quits because she can't handle the pressure. You guys, we're not in a society where everybody's not like us, uplift, empower, and validate. Some people are waiting for you to fall. I'm the type of person that says, wait for me to fall because it ain't going to happen. I'm going to prove you wrong. That's the kind of fuel that I need. But there's two different types of people in this world. People that that allow negativity to bring them down, and people that allow it to fuel them forward. Choose. The greatest part about that is you have the ability to choose, to say, you know what, you said I couldn't, now watch me, I can. See, we weren't taught that in school. We weren't taught that in school. We were taught, a freaking algebra. And I don't know the last time I used algebra or you used algebra. What they really should have been teaching us is that the world is tough and hard, and that you're far more capable. And if you train your mind correctly, and if you pursue happiness, because it's a choice, relentlessly, you will find success. That's what they should have been teaching us. And that's what's so great about this community, because we are 1%ers. We are 1%ers of the population that even decided to take a chance, to take a gamble and invest $99 into our business. A lot of people would have said, I'm not going to do that because I'm probably going to fail. And I'm not going to do that because they're going to make fun of me. So I'm so freaking proud of you guys for doing that, because they are possibly making fun of you. But guess what? When you make it over that end goal, they're not going to be thinking, man, they're going to be thinking, I want to do what she's doing. I should have, I believe her now. And that's all. And I'm telling you, your success doesn't come from the color rankings, you guys. It comes from progressively changing as an individual, which you'll find. You will find that you've changed. I've changed in the last 5 years. Rachel, I've seen you change in the last 3 years since I've even seen you. I've seen Marie change as an individual, okay? It comes and it comes and it comes when you buy yourself that time. And then the other question you were saying is that you were trying to find more networking. I recently have been implementing this into my team training, which is obviously, you guys, were in network marketing. We were supposed to be networking with people. We have people that we can communicate with on a daily, regular basis, because the fact of the matter is we're going to run out of our warm market. And at the end of the day, our friends and our family who are considered our warm market, they're probably not going to be your biggest supporters, okay? None of my family or friend came knocking on my door and saying, oh my gosh, I want to help you to your promotions. And I saw you just started your own business. They were all like, please stop posting selfies. Please stop going live. I'm sick of it. I want to see your kids on your Facebook wall. This is enough. This is ridiculous. Are you over it by now? And I just kept saying, delete, block, unfriend. Sorry for you. I'm still going. And thank God I did. Okay. So with that being said, understand that your biggest supporters are going to come from people that do not even know you. They have no prejudgment about you. So some tips and tricks on how to get more people expansion into your network. Start joining, and I just implemented this into my new channel, girls, 5 different groups a week. You're going to join 5 different groups a week. That's 20 groups every single month. Okay. 5 one week, 5 the next week, 5. Okay. And then those 5 groups, what was that? Nothing. Didn't sound like nothing. In those 5 different groups, you're going to become a conversation starter in those 5 groups. That means you're going to create a thread. And I posted this in the breakdown in the Good Vibe Tribe today. You're going to become a conversation starter. So in 5 different groups, that's 5 different conversations that you're starting. The question needs to be, I would use a picture because that just brings, obviously we know that it brings more, awareness to the thread, and then make it an engaging question. So it can be something, guys, like those interactive questions that we do on our main wall, do them in groups of common interest. I'm talking like, do you like this shoe or that shoe in a fashion blogging, group? I guarantee those girls are going to be like, oh girl, I would choose that shoe over that shoe. They're going to comment, and you're going to respond, and you're going to heart, and then you're going to friend request. And she's not going to know what hit her because all she thought is that you were this girl that had a common interest. Or you're going to go into another group and like, what's for dinner? Marie should be joining every single food group that she can get into saying, I need recipes on this or that. What do you guys think I should do? Yada, yada. She gets all these crazy ladies talking about this, that, and she can befriend them. And that's back to that white formula. That's who you are. Those are your common interest things that people get to connect with you on a different level than just the makeup. The makeup's great and stuff, but they really got to know you. So if you can implement 5 different conversation starters in 5 different groups, that's like what? 20 different conversations that you're starting, and how many people could potentially comment? I don't know, my math could be wrong. It could be more than that, so don't quote me on that. But you could be having those conversations with numerous people, sending out friend requests, and then if you're doing what you need to do on your main wall, which is staying consistent, doing your lives, being a product of your product, they're going to be like, hey girl, by the way. And then you can implement the other strategy, which is, we talked about this at the training, and let me see if I have my notebook right now, because I'll give you the verbiage on how to start conversations with people. My son is sleeping on my lap now, so I can't really move. Is this it? No. Hold on. Well, starting conversations with these people. So let's imagine you've just expanded your network to about, 50 new people each week. Out of those people that went ahead and started to comment on your threads. Now you can go back and show them the love back, obviously, because they've commented, you're commenting back, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Then you can go ahead and take the people in rotation that you first started friend requesting in week number 1 and go back. You've been loving on her stuff now. Write this down if you want to be super organized. I added Amy, had a conversation with her on March 1st. By March 15th, you're loving on her stuff. You can go back and you can say, hey girl, and this is a message, and I can send Marie the verbiage. I think I posted it in the team page. Hey girl, I just want to let you know that I freaking think you're awesome. I admire you. I've been watching your posts and stuff like that, and I gotta tell you, I've been wanting to tell you my story. Would you be interested? She's like, well, hot damn, that girl that just friend requested me from that group 2 weeks ago, you have been admiring me, and you want me to hear your story? Okay. And they say to her, do you mind if I call you? And she's going to be like, oh my God, this girl wants to call me. You call her up, and I tell you, game over, because people don't do that. People don't connect anymore, and your voice is exciting, okay? And there's excitement behind it, and there's a realness behind that. If you can't get the nerves up to call her, hit that button right on. You don't even need her phone number. You just say, can I call you? She's like, you call her and say, hey girl, oh my gosh, so like, here's the dealio. I just want to tell you, I've been watching your page. I thought you were pretty awesome. And here's my story. This is, again, where the Eric Worre training comes into place. What was your background? What didn't you like about it? What was your solution? And how do you feel about the future? Hey, girl, I've been watching you. I think you're awesome. I've been wanting to reach out about my story because I feel like we vibe. I came from a place where I was like seriously in a bad place, okay? Like 5 years ago, I didn't have any self-worth. I didn't have any confidence. I didn't feel like I had my own thing, my own voice. I've been like a stay-at-home mom for a really, really long time. And I tell you what, I hated the way it made me feel. Fast forward, I found this freaking awesome opportunity, network marketing, and I have just, since the time that I decided, made a choice to do something about my unhappiness, I have just seen my whole entire world change, like legit. I love what I do now. I feel good. I have confidence. Whatever your story is, you guys, I want you to like think of your story. And this is why you got to get your story. We did this activity 4 different times, 4 different occasions with Eric Worre. We did it at GoPro. We did it in Texas. He's done it in the back office training, developing your story, and it's in his GoPro book. Okay, figuring out your story. You tell her, network marketing has been my solution. I have found my voice. I have found something that makes me feel good, and I'm able to give back. And I just thought, now because I found this, I feel like I got to let everybody that I come in contact with know. I just feel responsible for it. So anyways, I just want to let you know, if you have any other questions or you want to know anything else, let me know. And then that whole we don't dance for people thing comes into play. We don't dance for them, because if she says, this girl is cray-cray, we move on, and we don't let that mentality of her rejecting us stop us from moving on and having our story another time, right? As far as not dancing for her, we let it be. We leave it simple. We tell her our story. We say, you know, if that relates to you, just let me know. I want to pass on the message. That's it. And then we leave, and we keep on doing our things on our main wall, right? Because she sees that we've planted the seed. All we're doing in this business is planting seeds. We're buying time, even with our potential customers and you know, potential teammates, buying time that you are buying is successful based upon your consistency. That's it, point blank, period. When you think they're not watching, trust me, they are. When they're not tuning into your lives, they're watching the replay. Okay? When you're going for a promotion, they're watching, and they'll come out of the woodwork if they know who you are and what you stand for. And right now, with what we've got going on and the things that our company stands for, our foundation, the safe haven, the ability to round up your cost, the fact that we're a mission-based company, uplift, empower, and validate, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of ice-breaking material. Not to mention that we've got solutions to numerous problems. You got bad skin, I got you, boo. You need longer lashes, I got you, boo. We have solutions to so many problems. When I say that we have solutions to problems, the way that you can bring solutions to problems is by giving valuable content. When you're doing, bringing value, when you're doing your lives and your postings and things like that. Okay, that's that black. That's that black portion of the formula. Bringing the content behind, this is how you contour, this is the product that you use. You've got, short lashes, that's your problem. Here's your solution. Those are the kinds of things that get into like why people are gonna buy the products. But why are they gonna buy from you is all developed on whether or not you put the two and blend them together. Does that make sense? Okay. Does anyone else have any questions? Well, good.
Ooh,
Marie?
y'all are quiet tonight. Rude. You get this one-on-one info with Jennifer, and one question. Amanda, I'm proud of you. Way to speak up. Yeah, I mean, Jennifer, obviously you knocked it out of the park. And I think that the one thing that I wish that I could impart on each of you is persistence, right? Persistence is a characteristic that can't be taught. But if I could give that to you, I would, because that to me has been my most valuable skill. I was at Green for almost 3 freaking years, you guys. I could have given up 100 different times. I could have said, this is too hard. This must not be for me. I'm done. But deep down inside, I was committed to the end game. It didn't matter how long it took. I knew where I was going. Persistence. During that 3 years, I found 1,000 ways it didn't work. That's it. And then after that, I found 1,000 ways it didn't work. Now what's happening? That's just how long my journey took me to figure it out. Okay? So your journey cannot be packaged up into a time capsule. You cannot put a time limit on your success. Your goals cannot be boxed in by a target. Oh, if I'm not pink by March, then I'm going to quit. If I'm not blue by September, then I'm going to call it quits. You can't do that. If it's really your goal, you're going to stick with it no matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes. That's what persistence is. So that's the one gift. That's the word of the day.
Mm-hmm.
What was that Blue's Clues that used to do the word of the day?
Clue of the day.
The clue of the day. I don't know. There was something that was like the word of the day. Anyway, persistence.
Well, I'm hopping off here. You guys have an amazing night. I'm going to go put Shane. He's killing me right now, sleeping in my lap. But I love you, Marie. Thank you for inviting me on here, you guys. And rock it out. This month is huge. It is big, and we are running for a huge, huge, huge promotion here. Teamwork makes the dream work. I love you guys very much. And
Thank you, Jennifer.
You are welcome.
Bye, everybody. We're going to let it go at that.